some intriguing cargo. And for convenience's sake, we've decided to transport you to the mission area in the Magellan. Speaking of the Magellan, I think it's high time this old girl's weaponry got a bit of an upgrade. I've gotten in touch with a researcher based in South Fort Knott for this very purpose. I'll need your help, of course, but the details can wait until we get there. I'm sure you're eager to get underway, but the tar currents nearby have grown unstable. It's going to be a bumpy ride. As a safety precaution, I'd like everyone to assemble on the bridge before departure. Come and join us as soon as you're ready.
Just a little more work, and we'll have linked up the whole continent.
Allow me to re-establish our connection with the network.
And we're off! Crazy! I've lost track of my hand. It's gone.
Are we caught in a surge?
I don't know. There shouldn't be any other currents in our vicinity.
Unidentified object approaching.
Everyone brace for impact! What's wrong?
The rudder's unresponsive.
I think something's dragging us.
The connection to my hand has been severed somehow. Right now, I'm flying blind.
Norman, do you sense anything?
No, it's not a BT.
Well, something's still pulling us down.
Much deeper, and the ship's hull won't be able to handle the pressure.
Evasive action!
Out of the way, Kitty!
It's no good. Can't break free.
Discharge tar ballast. Rapid ascent.
idea where we're going to surface.
We have no choice. Open blast shields.
If we don't do something, it'll crush us.
Hold it! I'm hardly a repatriate, but I'm immortal enough. Damn. When'd you start rolling with such a big crew, Sam? Settle. Unless you want me to blow her head off. Well. You roll back the clock and that old time fall soaked hide of yours, huh? You know I'm only here to get revenge on you and Sam. The rest of y'all really have no quarrel with, so, you let me keep the two of them and y'all can fuck off. No? All want to die together? Except for the fact that Sam's a repatriate, so can't really share in your sad fate. But before I pop him, he gets to watch me kill all y'all.
So he's, what, Mecha Higgs?
Sorry, disappointed. But I don't break that easy. So be it. It's gonna be that way. Y'all could all go down with the ship.
It's all up to you, Sam.
No time to waste. Let's head out, Sam.
Sam, it looks like that thing coiled around the Magellan is some sort of giant ghost mech. You're our only hope of freeing the ship from its grasp. Gear up and get ready to head out. If you can get it to let go and draw it away from us, we should be able to provide fire support. We're counting on you, Sam. Just brilliant.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
Great job, Sam. The only reason we're still alive is because you were here to save us. Come back to the ship. You've earned yourself a rest. Good morning, Sam. I understand that your room didn't suffer any major damage. Unfortunately, the rest of the DHV Magellan wasn't so lucky. The ship is unable to travel in its current state, but Tarman's doing his best to get us back in action. I'm about to leave to pick up some supplies for repairs. When you're ready to head out, I suggest you head to the bridge and get Tarman to brief you on the situation. Afterwards, check the ship's delivery terminal to find out which part of the continent you'll need to link up next. The show must go on, after all.
So, how's everything looking? We'll be able to repair the plating and the propulsion system using chiral printed parts. Fragile's team will pick up any additional materials that are necessary. The nav console I use to read the tower currents isn't broken. I just need a little more time to restore the connection with my hand. Won't be much longer now.
Tarman.
He came to visit me in my room.
Thank you. Oh, I see you're holding hands now, eh? Hands allow us to connect. Form bonds.
You think you'll ever find your missing hand?
Now that's a bond I doubt will ever be broken.
Looks like we're good to go.
We'll see you later.
Stay safe out there.
Are you excited to head out? So excited. She's here.
Oh, there's Fragile.
Okay. Let's get going.
Hey, be safe out there.
Thank you.
What if you run into trouble on the way?
We'll be fine. Remember, you're talking to the former head of Fragile Express.
You two be all right?
We all have dooms. No need to worry about us.
And we're tougher than you, too.
Right. So watch yourself out there.
Take care of each other.
Sam, although everyone's hard at work repairing the DHV Magellan, it will unfortunately be some time before we can travel again. But nevertheless, putting our plans on hold is out of the question. We must continue to press on. Extending the chiral network remains our priority. Your next objective is to link up South Fort Knot. Though you'll need to get another site online before that will be possible. And unlike before, the DHV Magellan will be unable to advance to your position after you've expanded coverage. And during this period, you'll need to operate without our support. Fragile, Rainy, and Tomorrow are gone procuring materials for repairs. And Tarman has his hands full tending to the ship. He'd also like to improve the ship's arsenal, as a precautionary measure. And bringing South Fort Knot into the chiral network will be necessary to do that. I say this to reassure you that the whole team is committed to getting the ship back up and running, and that we mean to join you as soon as we can. It's just gonna take us a little while, that's all. For now, head to the Phantom Smith's shelter and put him on the grid. The associated main order can be accessed via this delivery terminal.
Wowzer! Wait, Sam, you just dropped some of your cargo.
Sings the tune without words and never stops at all. Hope.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Risking your life to cross snowy mountains is a lot to ask of anyone. And rubbing shoulders with BTs to recover someone else's stuff, that's going above and beyond. You're one hell of a guy, seriously. Sit tight. I'll confirm the contents of your cargo right away. This degree of wear and tear is fine. You did a great job getting it here. Thanks. There's no I'd like you to put this shelter on the chiral network.
Now displaying your current order grade.
And now I'm finally online. Accordingly, I was able to analyze the cargo you just dropped off. Seems it was developed with the aid of an unknown technology, which I've taken to calling ghost tech. From what I can tell, it reacts to chiral radiation on a specific wavelength. The reason I mention it is because the chiral shock cannon data I shared with you is the product of research that leverages this principle. The chiral radiation it generates can pass through objects without destroying them. Practically speaking, this means you can incapacitate enemies hiding behind walls and such. It should also deal damage to BTs and mechs as well. It's pretty powerful as far as ranged weapons go. You can't use it without anchoring it to the ground first, though. Makes a lot of noise, too. Gotta think before you fire. You know, even I've heard stories about Higgs and his plans. So if the chiral shock cannon helps you stop him, that'll make my day. And if you can deliver my research data to South Fort Knot, you should be able to get some new and improved tech to help you out. There's a lot of other folks on this mountain doing specialized research. If you bring them onto the chiral network too, I'm sure they'll hook you up with all kinds of goodies. Thanks again, you've been a big help. Definitely couldn't have managed this on my own. I'm still concerned about the armed survivalists to the south of here, not to mention Higgs and his future plans. So I'll be rooting for you to keep on doing what you can to make things better for us all. I don't know if I can come up with anything else to help with that, but I'm willing to give it a try. Your support would be appreciated too. Anyway, I'm prepping some cargo I'd like taken to South Fort Knot. You're headed that way, right? Be warned that this cargo can explode if handled improperly, and should be considered extremely dangerous. So if and when you take this main order, handle it with the utmost care. Good luck with everything. I'll see you around.
Sam, apologies for the sudden call. Once again, I'm contacting you via our dedicated private line. No one else will be able to listen in on our conversation. I'll get to the point. Has Charlie ever behaved in a manner you felt was suspicious? I ask because his credibility, as routinely calculated by APAS, appears to have dropped sharply. Despite attempting to confirm his credentials via the UCA's National ID Registry, it does not appear anyone has ever actually met the man. It may well be the case that he does not even exist. A ghost, so to speak. I can only hope that my suspicions are unfounded. For now, Sam, proceed to South Fort Knot and put it on the chiral network as planned. It is imperative that we improve the DHV Magellan's capabilities to better contend with Higgs and his forces. And the sooner we connect all of Australia to the network, the better. When you are ready to proceed, you can pick up your next main order from the delivery terminal at this facility.
Thanks for coming. I'll check your orders now. Good job finding this. Honestly, I'd already written it off as lost.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
Thanks again. You take care out there.
Unable to obtain. Updating information with data from within Chiral network coverage only.
hazardous materials notwithstanding, I see you got here in a timely fashion. At one moment, while I confirm the cargo's condition. Wow! The condition is remarkably good. I'm on the cusp of a... Go ahead and connect your Cupid.
Now displaying your current order grade.
On the network at last, eh? I've been waiting for this moment for so very long. This should enable me to increase the pace of my research into new defensive solutions. As for the cargo you brought me, it's the culmination of the Phantom Smith's recent efforts. I applied a few finishing touches, and voila! I can now share with you the data for a chiral cannon. It is a devastatingly powerful weapon that can be mounted onto pickup off-roaders. You'll find it deals unparalleled damage to BTs as well as ghost mechs. Which might come in handy, since it's not just armed survivalists that have been sighted recently. It's ghost mechs too. It's hard to say, but Higgs might be up to something. So that's all the more reason to have weapons suited to dealing with his minions. Ideally, this cannon would only be effective against PTs and mechs. Unfortunately, though, such firepower is more than enough to kill any human outright, so please use it wisely. In addition, I'm happy to share some new pickup off-roader tires that will significantly improve its traction. You can swap them in and out as you like when customizing your vehicles. I highly recommend using these if you're planning to tackle a snow-covered mountain. Thank you again for your help. I'll be sure to continue my research into ghost technology in the days ahead. I intend to look into ways of ensuring we have greater freedom of movement with our vehicles, even in dangerous areas. Any assistance you can provide would be greatly appreciated. Oh, before you go, I have a parting gift for you. A gift I was instructed to give you by my mentor. This cargo will allow you to enhance the DHV Magellan's weaponry, per Tarman's request, I believe. I'll need some time to prepare it for transport, though. In the meantime, please avail yourself of the private room here. I'll be sure to post the order by the time you wake up. So, go on and have a good nap.
Sam, it's me. Our enemies have grown bolder and more aggressive, but I see you were all able to fend them off in the end. Chiral network coverage now stands in excess of 85% across Australia. We are already seeing indications of plate gate formation in the near future as well. Just a bit more, Sam. I know you and your comrades will finish what we've started. And to prepare for what's to come, I encourage you to rest in your private room. Be advised, Sam, that I've switched this call to private mode. We need to talk about Charlie. I reviewed the contract between APAC and Drawbridge and followed the money. By doing so, I was able to confirm that funding for Drawbridge was provided by none other than Bridges. Though they used intermediaries to obfuscate the transactions, Bridget is undoubtedly the source of your patrons' funds. In other words, Drawbridge cannot be considered as an independent civilian organization. Should these details come to light, your attempts to integrate Mexico and Australia into the chiral network could be misconstrued as an expansionist effort. When I tasked Drawbridge with these missions, it was under the assumption that it was a non-government operation. But I, APAC, and you yourselves may have all been deceived. I will continue to pursue this investigation for now. Take this time to rest and recover in your private room.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Just like old times.
Where are we?
This place does wonders for my mood. The repairs to the DHV Magellan are still ongoing, so I thought to return here and see if I couldn't make progress with our Lou investigation.
Learn anything new?
Well, at the Motherhood's facility, we managed to confirm that Lou's original serial number was none other than BB00. And this is what I found when I attempted to search for associated records. To build the chiral network, 9 sacrificial BBs were prepared. However, the network's original design required only 1. A single sacrificial BB unit facilitating chiral communications across the entire North American continent. This approach called for what was dubbed a core bridge baby, and BB00 was a lucky candidate assigned to play this role. However, Bridges subsequently abandoned the idea, their tests having failed to yield the desired results. And so it was that the model requiring multiple sacrificial BBs was ultimately adopted.
Meanwhile, Lou was placed into storage for an extended period, and for reasons yet unknown, inherited the identity of BB-28.
Records indicate that the Bridges research team was responsible for the reclassification.
Were they trying to cover up the earlier experiments by falsifying Lou's production year, perhaps? Or did Bridges have some other hidden agenda?
I'm afraid that remains unclear.
Well, we now know Lou was born 11 years ago. There may very well have been a connection with Neil.
You know, my fondness for this place isn't wholly nostalgic. It has the most delightful hot springs, you see. Though, truth be told, even they aren't my favorite thing about it. If you can find the time, you should come visit. Give the old bones a soak.
Oh, a warm bath does sound good.
Perfect treat for a weary traveler. Anyway, I'll see you aboard the Magellan.
me, Sam. This is Tarman. I've relocated my hand at last, out there on the currents, bobbing along like before. Now that our connection has been re-established, I should finally be in a position to wrap up repairs on the ship. But that won't be enough for what's coming. We need to improve our weaponry as well. South Fort Knot is home to an exceptional researcher. It so happens that they were instrumental in the construction of this fine vessel, and they're preparing the latest and greatest weapons for our use as we speak. Just a few more hurdles, Sam. Access the South Fort Knot delivery terminal and take care of the main order for me.
Sam? Feeling rested and refreshed? I finished preparing your next delivery for you. The equipment to enhance the DHV Magellan's weaponry. You'll find it utilizes cutting-edge technology, the fruits of our recent research. Oh, and my mentor also asked that you deliver a hearty good day to Tarman. Anyway, take on the main order and pick up the cargo.
Sam, you'll forgive me for using our private line again. I did a deep dive into the DHV Magellan's provenance. While it is indeed a civilian vessel that has been retrofitted for this mission, the financing for that work appears to have come from Bridget's own accounts, just like the funding for Drawbridge itself. It would be fair to say that this would make it a government vessel, in effect. Charlie was involved in all of the relevant transactions as well. This only increases the likelihood that Charlie has connections to the UCA. Of course, it now seems likely that Charlie does not exist. In which case, these actions may have actually been the work of APAC. If everything, including the extension of network infrastructure, was simply a pretext for territorial expansion, then it's plain our company has made a grave error. Further investigation is warranted, but that will require a little more time, as will the DHV Magellan's repairs, for that matter. This is a delicate situation that requires caution, and we cannot afford to ignore the threat that Higgs poses either. As such, your best course of action is to continue to undertake main orders and prioritize linking up the remainder of the continent. As always, I will contact you if and when I learn more. Don't let us down, Sam.
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Is away on the beach, so I've taken the liberty of borrowing his ha again in his absence. I've also been making use of my own time on the beach to scour the UCA database for answers about BB-00. As I told you before, it's much easier to get around their security from here. We previously thought that BB-00 was placed into storage and reclassified as BB-28, and that this was done by Bridges to conceal the existence of the Cord Bridge baby program from the public. However, it turns out that information was falsified, and now we know what really happened. Bridges intended to decommission and dispose of BB-00, but someone intervened behind the scenes. They ensured that BB-00 was spared and sent to a storage facility where it received the BB-28 serial number. Per the official records, however, BB-00 was decommissioned, and Bridges had no reason to believe otherwise. So, who do you think was behind this deception? Well, I determined which account was used to manipulate the BB records. It was registered to a Bridges member with the highest level access permissions. As you may have guessed, Sam, it was the leader of the first expedition, Amelie. And she did it all just to protect Lou.
It was Amelie. I can't believe she went to such lengths. It was thanks to her that you could even meet Lou in the first place, then.
Welcome back, Sam. I see you come bearing gifts. Just give me a moment to check your cargo. Struth, Sam. This cargo's in flawless condition. You're in a class of your own.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Here's a little something for you. Feel free to use it. We'll prep the main cannon for immediate use and look into making improvements to the other armaments as well. It won't be long now till the DHV Magellan is fully operational. Fragile and the others should be back soon too. Anyway, I'd better hurry up and see to the remaining repairs. Thanks again, Sam.
Sam, your next objective will also be your last. Terminal Fort Knott. To put them on the grid, you'll first need to link up the Southern Environmental Observatory. It's safe to assume that this final step will be the most challenging yet. For now, you should rest in the private room to ensure you're well prepared for what's to come.
Sam, Tarman here. I want you to take a good look at the DHV Magellan. Her main cannons are operational, and it's all thanks to you. Contact us whenever you require fire support, and we'll be sure to oblige.
Did you take a look at that post from the Southern Environmental Observatory on the SSS? It seems ghost mechs are active in their local region, and the tar currents there are still in a rather chaotic state. This is Higgs' doing, all in service to a greater plan. We shouldn't underestimate him either, Sam. Let's take care on our way to Hartman's lab.
Disengaging weapons restricted.
Getting to Hartman's lab will require us to cover considerable distances. But there are all kinds of things that can help us get there faster. Highways, zip lines, you name it. This journey is a major undertaking, so let's plan carefully and take advantage of everything that's available. No, it might be prudent to lay the groundwork for future trips. If you were to build structures and roads between Hartman's lab and the F7 North Distribution Center, it would make life easier for your future self. cargo all right? Sure you've not been mistreating it?
Thanks for coming. I'll check your orders now. What a treat. I appreciate you bringing this in. You're the best.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thanks again. You take care out there.
Order completed. Well done.
Think of it, Sam, there's a sub-order waiting for you at the Eastern Environmental Observatory, right? Just an idea, but you could take care of that while you make your way to Hartman's lab.
Snag. That's right.
Wowzer! There, that's a ghost mech unit. It doesn't look like they're aware of our presence. We could simply try to avoid them. Requesting fire support from the DHV Magellan is also a viable option. What do you think, Sam?
That's the way. Gotcha. Snagged it. Gotcha. That's the way. Hook that one. That one. Snag it. Gotcha. Snag it. That's the way. Look that one. Gotcha.
Gravity's weird here. Are you okay, Sam?
God! Hey, allora!
Still has minions to spare.
This should do it.
to do.
Let's go.
Did you see that, Sam? I believe we were just shown a vision of events from Neil's past. Is it possible he was trying to communicate something? In any case, you need to go after him, Sam. Find Neil, and find the answers you seek.
This whole carriage is going down. Forget about Neil. We need to keep moving.
just to make it more romantic.
Sam? Sam! Speak to me!
I'd try to protect him. I'm sorry. From Lucy. For you.
What is this?
Keep Lou safe.
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please. No smoking, please. So you are Neil Varner.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? For living?
I'm a porter.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then?
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
The girl. You're alive. Stop! 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 Stop!
They're off. Just you and me. You, sir, are an unrepentant criminal. Guilty of illegally entering our country on multiple occasions.
The only thing that I'm guilty of is doing your dirty work.
And by way of compensation, we have overlooked your crimes.
Thank you.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions.
Bring it on, because I'm not doing this shit anymore.
But what makes you think you have a choice? Neil? You understand me? Neil? Neil! You're going to do this job, Neil.
What's wrong?
I need to get out. This porter work is killing me. It's fucking killing me. What I've done is so wrong.
You can talk to me, Neil. What kind of cargo have they got you carrying?
No.
This is a safe space. You're not recorded. What kind of cargo?
Cargo like brain dead, pregnant women.
No, not possible. Allow that.
That's why I have to smuggle them in. They make me bring them over from Mexico. Raw material for human sacrifice.
Okay. Neil, take a deep breath. Neil, listen, breathe. Try to count.
I can't do this anymore.
Breathe. With me. 1.
Ooh. You're wearing my scarf. What?
There's this car. I think someone's been watching me.
Do you mind this car?
Yeah, that's the car.
I'm pretty sure it's a security vehicle. I'll check on it. Don't look. Look here.
Stop it. Be sure to delete all those.
Yeah. See?
So it seems that he's the father. The baby zodiac sign will be Cancer. Assuming the due date's correct.
How sure are you?
This thing between us. It was a mistake.
No. No, it was not a mistake. It was not a mistake.
We just got...
Look at me.
We got caught up in our emotions. We weren't thinking straight, that's all.
It was not a mistake. I don't care if it's his baby you're carrying. To say I love you.
I love him, Neil. Which means this has to end. I'm sorry.
Well, it would seem that Neil has vanished. Whether he managed to achieve some form of nirvana, I couldn't say, but I doubt we'll be seeing him again. Which just leaves the matter of that curious gift he gave you. Hopefully Fragile can tell us more. Seems all the possessions you had earlier are in that open space over there. The vehicle also looks none the worse for wear.
Hey, Sam. Can I come in? I need to talk to you about your child.
I don't want to hear it.
Yes, you do, Sam. This is a memory drive. On it was a record of Lucy unveiling some dark secrets on what the Bridges researchers had planned. Details of women brought over from Mexico for the BB experiments. The ones that Neil Vanna trafficked for Bridges. It was through his therapy that Lucy found out about it all, when he confessed to everything he'd done. Sam, I know you were more than just her patient. You were her partner.
I didn't stop her from cheating on me.
Wait. That's not the whole story. We also know who the baby's real father was. It was you, Sam. The record leaves no room for doubt. The child that Lucy was carrying wasn't Neil's. It was yours. Lucy left you a heartfelt apology, along with an explanation. Your child was extraordinary. The offspring of the repatriate who was the world's first BB. Lucy knew that if the Bridges researchers found out, they would use the baby as a test subject. So she lied. She pretended the child was Vanna's to mislead them. But she always intended for you to discover the truth one day. That's why she gave this necklace to him.
Incoming distress call from the network node. There's an army of ghost mechs right on their doorstep. We need to secure the node. Lose it, and it could cripple the entire network.
I'm headed to the bridge, Sam. You better get ready.
All right.
Heads up, everyone. He's here. Sam, we're in the endgame now. No matter what it takes, we have to link up this final network node. I called this mission briefing to ensure that we're all on the same page. Our objective and its surroundings are defended by a sizable contingent of ghost mechs. Clearly, they're not going to make it easy for us.
So, here's the plan. Tarman, you'll helm the DHV Magellan, as always. Rainey, I want you on the radar.
Leave it to me.
Depending on how things go, I may ask you to use your powers too. I was hoping you could provide fire support for Sam, with the ship's cannons.
That shouldn't be a problem. If necessary, I can use this to stay in the action.
As for you, tomorrow.
You know, she's arguably the best marksman on the ship, which would make her an ideal candidate for the miniguns.
Miniguns?
The DHV Magellan happens to have 2 of them mounted up top. The operator can control them remotely from the bridge. So you wouldn't be in any more danger than the rest of us.
And if she's even half as good as she's been in BR, those mechs won't stand a chance, right?
It's like VR. I can do that.
Dolman, you look after Sam.
But of course.
And Sam, you'll be handling the delivery. Plot your route as you see fit.
All right. Be advised that we will only be able to provide fire support within the chiral network. Outside of it, the cannons become inaccurate, meaning too great a risk of collateral damage.
The advanced party set up a number of chiral network way stations. We should be able to make use of them. While they were originally built to improve signal strength, they could, once activated, be reconfigured to expand network coverage.
Which would also allow us to move the ship closer.
It's up to you if you want us on hand to provide fire support, Sam.
That said, if you're too close to the network node, you're back in collateral damage territory. Please, bear that in mind.
Once we link up this last node, we'll have succeeded in bringing the Australian continent into the chiral network. Our defenses will be stronger than ever, and we'll be able to get rid of those ghost mechs for good. So, let's do what we came here to do.
All right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Don't forget. Coming on this expedition was meant to help you find the strength to carry on. And you have. We all know you've got this.
Fragile.
Now it's time to finish the journey, Sam.
The final site to be connected is within reach at last. Per APAS's calculations, establishing a connection here could potentially lead to the manifestation of 3 gates. Based on what happened in Mexico, it is likely that these portals have already emerged in nascent form, appearing only as minor distortions in space, invisible to the naked eye. These fissures will gradually develop, and once total chiral connectivity is achieved, they may, with time, eventually mature into fully fledged conduits, allowing travel to and from other lands. It remains unclear whether or not all 3 of these fissures will stabilize and develop into gates, but you will see for yourself once you've linked up the remaining site. On a different subject, I've completed my investigation into the link between Higgs and APAC. I'll tell you more once you've put Terminal Fort Knot on the grid.
Sam, this is Charlie. The time has come to link up our final destination. So allow me to review the specifics for you. All right. Step 1. You will need to use your Cupid to bring this first way station onto the network. Enemy ghost mechs have already been deployed in the surrounding area, though. Attempt to slip past unnoticed or engage in open combat, I'll leave the decision to you. The DHV Magellan will provide support with its miniguns should any mechs come within range. Naturally, we will also keep the ship's main cannon at the ready to fire upon viable targets when necessary. Should you require our assistance, give the order, and we will be happy to oblige. Be sure to keep these various factors in mind when devising your plan of attack, Sam. Once the first way station's on the grid, it's time to move on to the next one. You will find it at this location. Be advised that you will be unable to expand chiral network coverage if you don't connect these way stations in the correct order. In other words, If you go to the second way station first, you will be unable to establish a connection with your Cupid. Now, once the second way station is online, you will need to cross the bridge and deliver the drawbridge terminal unit to Terminal Fort Knott. Then, use the Cupid to bring the city onto the network and complete the order. You will receive the necessary cargo after this briefing. Once the Cairo network covers the entire continent, the ghost mechs that have been emerging from the tar currents will no longer be able to come and go as they please. At least that is what APAS's simulations have indicated. This concludes my briefing. You still have a long road ahead of you, but we'll be here to provide constant support. We expect that you'll face fierce resistance, the likes of which you've not yet seen. You will almost certainly require plenty of weapons, blood bags, and other consumables to achieve your goals. Don't skimp on supplies when selecting your equipment. Now then, plot your route and see to all necessary preparations. The cargo you'll be taking with you on this run has been fitted with a chiral network path calculation system. This component is required in order to connect way stations using your Cupid, so you must have it in your possession when accessing their terminals. Make sure you don't lose it.
By the end of this, continent. So let's give it our all.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
came to our rescue. Let's push on, Sam.
Target in range. Target eliminated. Picking up any more ghost mechs on the radar. Great work tomorrow. Sam, head to the way station terminal.
Magellan's main cannon is online and ready to provide fire support. Just give us the word and we'll send the rain.
Impact right now. Fire detected near the way station terminal. If the fire spreads, it'll be destroyed. Sam, get the terminal online with your Cupid ASAP. Then we can help put out the fire.
This doesn't look good. We need to hurry. fire's gone out. Thanks for the help, Rainy.
Sam, this is Charlie. I commend you on the job well done. Terminal Fort Knott is almost within reach. Now that things have calmed down, you can return to the DHV Magellan for additional supplies if necessary.